Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
We're doing great without our
Excellent.
selfie stick.
So, it's perfect. Hello.
Yay.
So thank you guys for joining. That works well. Just lean back. You just won't be able to see the comments very well, but I'll try to
Thank,
read them.
thank you so much for having us on.
No problem. Thank you for joining. So everybody, welcome to Canes Alumni Biz by CanesWear, and happy Taco Tuesday to everybody that is celebrating. Hopefully with some sort of a drink or something somewhere. So we have our special guests from Fat Cat Sauces. So how about you guys introduce yourself, and then we can see what's going on here.
I'm Deb Moskowitz, class of 94 at UM.
I'm Eyal Goldsmith, Cane by marriage.
As long as you're a cane, it doesn't really matter, right?
It's true. I got the plate to prove it.
Excellent. So tell us about Fat Cat Sauces.
Well, we're a gourmet hot sauce and condiment company. We have lots of different flavors and varieties from very, very mild to stupidly hot.
Ooh.
We have a couple of bottles that we have here to show you
We'll virtually taste them.
Virtually.
We're definitely cat people, so we have a lot of cute little cat names for a lot of our varieties. The one we just showed was Purry Purry. We have another one that just came out that is called Hissy Fit, which is our hottest product.
Oh, okay.
And that's a Carolina Reaper sauce. And
Oh.
it's really, really hot, but it's still delicious. But it's
Okay.
fried.
And we do
Make sure you have
what's called flavor forward hot sauces. So we're not of the ilk where we're going to try to destroy you with every sauce. We want flavor to develop. Just some of the peppers we use happen to be hotter than others. So we had a lot of requests to do something very, very hot. We were going to actually participate in the New York Hot Sauce Festival last month, which is a large expo that gets tens of thousands of people in that area. But of course, we can't do it now. So our release was to do something hot that would be memorable to that clientele, because they like to. It's known for people like going into the alleys to kind of control themselves and things like that. So that's our new one.
Okay. And how long have you guys been doing this?
Ooh, over 10 years
about 10
now.
years, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. Very cool. And so you guys are in Orlando, right?
Yes.
And so how are things up there versus down here in South Florida?
It's a little bit. I'd say people are very happy that some of the restrictions are being lifted. Seems to be more and more people out on the roads. Most people are wearing masks and being careful, although the beaches have been very, very crowded. Are you guys open for the beaches yet?
Nope. South Florida is the exception to the rule. So they tried opening some parks and we failed miserably, so they closed them again.
Oh.
So yeah, well, not everybody, just South Point, the South Beach Park over there by the bay. So everybody decided they wanted to go there. So there wasn't social distancing, there were no masks, and they said, "All right, we're done here." So hopefully we'll try again and get things right the next time.
Well, hopefully. I know everybody is obviously concerned about the situation, but I do think that people just want to be able to go outside.
No, for sure. So is there any history with the logo? I mean, you said you guys are cat people, but is there anything specifically with that logo that the reasoning that it looks the way it does?
We had a 23-pound cat named Tiggy. She's not with us anymore, but she had a look on her face that was kind of, we could never tell if she was happy or sad or what she wanted. So our logo kind of tried to put that together in that
the smirk,
if you will. So that's where the name and everything came about, and her expression is kind of the basis of that logo.
Okay, very neat. Excellent. So so you've been doing it for a while. What's your favorite moment from the job from this company, I should say?
No matter how many bottles of hot sauce we sell, and I know I'm going to embarrass him right now.
He doesn't
Every
know it, but
every time that we sell a bottle, or when we were able to demo sauces and give samples to people before they bought it, um, anytime that someone would try it and they would enjoy it, Eyal's face would light up, and I never get tired of seeing that.
that's
It's,
awesome.
We had a guy from Connecticut who drove through the area, I want to say in February or something, just on vacation. And he's been calling, asking how he can get stuff up there. So he's placing a lot of mail order stuff. And just because he tried it at one little location here and there and made enough of an impression that when he went back home, he was like, I need to have this in my life. And that makes us feel pretty special.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, once you get a customer, you want to keep them happy, right? And there's actually someone who just commented asking if you're going to do a ketchup sauce.
I guess we could try. We have a bacon flavored sriracha that's very ketchupy. It has kind of like a smoky hint. It's not too spicy,
Okay.
and we actually use it as a ketchup, so that's a good first alternative. But we could definitely look into it.
All right. And then so obviously, you have a website.
FatCatFoods.com.
So why is it foods and not sauces?
Unfortunately, it was taken at the time.
Ah, okay. Well, that's a good excuse.
We actually have a redirect of FatCatHotSauce.com that can go in there, but then we started to do some specialty condiments around the time, so we wanted something a little more encapsulating of what we
Okay.
could do, not just something that's spicy, but like we have a relish that's spicy for the holidays, and we've done some wing sauces and things like that. So it's something a little broader in the base than just hot sauce. But you can also type in FatCatHotSauce.com and get to the same location.
Okay. Well, and we always get to a point. Sometimes it's like 5 minutes within the interview, and then other times it's 25 minutes. But Dolphin already asked his question. So before we go any farther, do you like pineapple on your pizza?
No.
There's a place for it, and that's usually around 3 a.m.
I'm in the anti-pineapple crowd.
3 a.m. You can kind of do whatever you want at that point.
Okay.
It's kind of
Excellent.
funny. There's definitely, you're either pro-pineapple or anti-pineapple. There's no middle.
Well, that's yeah. I think I said that either last week or the week before. There's the same thing. It's either you like it or you don't. It's not like I can take it or leave it. Take it or leave
Right.
it. But and I said before, I'm more of just a full-on veggie pizza type guy than anything else. But pineapple, meh.
Yeah.
But all right. So
Take that.
what was that?
Jalapeno on the pizza. I'll take that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, anything spicy for sure.
Mhm.
So so you mentioned that people tried your sauces somewhere local. You were just doing like a sampling somewhere, or what was that?
We're sold in a number of grocery chains, as well as gourmet food stores.
Also touristy places too, little souvenir shops and stuff. That's where this happened to be. Is that somebody tried?
Okay.
Sometimes they leave a bottle out. I don't know if they can do it anymore, but they'll leave a bottle out with a chip or something or a spoon, and people will try it. And this guy in Connecticut specifically, that's what he did. He ended up going to a touristy spot, and he tried it there, and then he just kind of fell for it. So if you're doing it blindly, I hope we're doing it right that way. So
Yeah. So I guess that'll be interesting to see how you guys can come up with a different way to sample now, if that's
that's a challenge.
the case.
Lunch.
Hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that until you said that. It's like, yeah, you can't just have little samples. Costco did away with their samples, and
Hot sauce bars too, like taco bars and stuff like that, I think are also going to have to, because I don't know if you can, I don't know yet because we don't know all the guidelines, but I don't know if you can follow up, like somebody touches a pump or a squeeze bottle. Do you follow up with sanitizer, and what's the sanitizer going to do if it gets in the bottle or something?
right.
So
Yeah.
I think we have to wait for the dust to settle before we can kind of make a next decision on that.
What about Tijuana Flats? You guys in Tijuana Flats?
We haven't been. I think we've been in some stores in the past, like individual, like franchisees and stuff, but not chain wide.
Yeah, okay.
And we don't use any preservatives in any of our products. So we have to it's a little bit more difficult for us to have things that are just going to be out on a sauce bar all day, uh,
Right.
because we don't have preservatives for that to occur.
Right. Well, I guess it's a good thing because you can't have them now anyway, right? So, but how long does one of those jars last?
Oh, easily 2 or 3 years.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't have a preservative, but what you do when you, if I can get geeky for a second, what you do when you make stuff is you aim it, it becomes like a chemistry experiment. So you use vinegar and acids, lime juice, lemon juice, things like that, different kinds of vinegars to create a certain pH level. And the pH level dictates what the shelf life will end up being. And then everything we make has to get passed through FDA testing. It's not like we're making it in a kitchen. We go to an official place that has the testing done with all the ingredients certified and things like that. Um, but most of the stuff is tested for a minimum of 2 to 3 years.
Okay. Wow. That's a pretty long process.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're pretty geeky about it. You start as a cook, we tell everybody, and you finish as a chemist because the chemistry part, we start with home recipes, but then you kind of have to realize how the home recipes change as you migrate into a commercial environment, and then you kind of realize this vinegar will last this long or degrade your ingredient to this long. Things kind of break down over time.
Right.
Then you start building spreadsheets, and then it gets a little insane. And then from there, you can build new recipes. It's kind of wild. It's a lot different than what people think.
And
Yeah.
he can't help it but be extraordinarily careful with his recipes. Having a lawyer for a wife, we are very cautious.
Well, cautious is good, especially when it comes to food. So,
Yeah.
Yes.
um, so Canes Alumni Biz by CanesWear has two things, right? So we've got the business side promoting your business, but then it's also reflecting on memories from when you were at UM. Um, so Deb, you'll probably be the one answering these questions, but if there's any things where guys have gone back together, maybe you have some memories there too.
Oh,
Um,
been many, many times to
Mm-hmm.
campus.
Excellent.
Done
By
hobby
Uh,
times,
yes,
parades.
and
We met Jim Kelly a couple of years ago. That was a lot
yeah,
of fun.
yeah,
when he was the Grand Marshal.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Awesome. So, what was your favorite memory, Deb, of the time that you were actually at UM?
Oh, there's so many. It's hard to limit it to just one, but uh, I really have fond memories of graduation day and spending the time with friends. I mean, all of my, it's so, you know, a friend of mine says it's not a nation, it's a family, and it really truly is a family. My best friends from undergrad are still my best friends today, and
Wow.
whether we get to talk to each other every day or not, I mean, we all keep in touch, and we're all still very close. And I think that just that that feeling of connection that we all have to the U is definitely my favorite thing.
Well, I agree. And we were in a meeting earlier this year, and then it seemed like that was the sentiment from everybody that was there too, saying the same thing because it's very true. I mean, it's a smaller campus, and everybody feels like we all have the same sort of experiences. Obviously different, but everybody can easily relate to someone else, even if they haven't met them in 20 years after. So,
Well,
so
it's so many of us are connected, and the minute that you find out that you're talking to another Cane, and then you already have that connection.
right. Yep.
We were in Paris some years ago and just going through a gift shop on one of the touristy areas, and somebody saw her UM jacket,
Yep.
and they're like, "Oh, I'm from there too." And then suddenly they went off and kind of bonded.
Went and had a beer, and it was awesome.
Wow, that's fantastic. That
It,
happened to me in Colorado Springs once,
very
just random. So it was crazy. But
we
um,
alum in Alaska and
Alaska,
Paris,
Paris, South America.
Chile.
Yeah.
We're everywhere. For such a small school, we're everywhere.
right, yeah. And as long as you're wearing this, you can
That's
easily
right.
identify it.
Our CanesWear very nicely provided shirts.
Oh, fantastic. Little promotion there.
Absolutely.
Um, at the time, did you have a favorite organization when you were here or there?
Most definitely. Well, I was a member of the hurricane staff. I wrote for the Miami Hurricane for many,
Okay.
and loved it. It was my favorite organization, and I still read it even now. I still get the email now. It's email instead of paper, but
Right.
I still read it.
Do you guys advertise on campus at all?
No, that's something we should consider.
Yeah, we've been in the hurricane a couple of times.
I think the Hurricanes actually done we've actually been included because of some of our events that we've done at tailgating at
We've done some
football,
tailgate events, that's for
and
sure.
I think they've covered that. But we should actually look into it. That's a good idea, Ken.
Hey, every once in a while I have one that works.
That's yeah.
So we got, I know it well. I guess you already told everybody what you do for your real job, and then we've got the Fat Cat sauces. But any hobbies that you guys have outside of the regular 9 to 5 or
Tailgating. Tail.
tailgating?
Yeah, we like to grill a
We
lot.
love to tailgate. We love to get together with our friends. We are Miami sports fanatics. Football, baseball, basketball, tennis. We go to see the tennis team when they play here in Orlando. We went and had the tail. I think we actually attended the last live baseball NCAA baseball
That's
game
right.
when the Canes played up here and beat UCF. You know,
Airport
we
shut it down.
go and if we are within a couple hours drive of any of our sports teams competing, we're going to be there.
Wow, that's fantastic. And then also, for people that don't know, you're currently the president of the Orlando Canes community.
Yes, absolutely.
And to anybody interested in the Orlando area that are alumni, obviously go and check out the events. Do you guys have any virtual events going on?
We are looking at putting together a virtual happy hour within the next couple of weeks to get our crew together. It's been too long. The last event that we had a group that went to the baseball game. But we're going to try to do some online networking, and we're going to actually start trying to promote. We have some really awesome other cane-owned businesses here in Orlando.
Okay.
We've got a brewery. We've got some people who do online media consulting. We have quite a few really great business folks, world-renowned professional photographers. I mean, really awesome people here in Orlando that are Canes. And
Okay.
so we're going to try to, on the Orlando Canes page, promote those businesses as well.
Well, that's awesome. Well, and you can also have them come on this show too.
Absolutely. I'll refer them and get them connected with you.
Now that you've tested it out, you can see see how it is. Take any of your online fears away and just come out here and talk for a little while, right?
Trust me, if I could figure out how to log into this, anybody can do it.
You were very concerned a couple days ago, but you did a great job. You actually connected the fastest that anybody else has so far. So it pays to practice, and got it right. So kudos to you guys. So while you were going back to while you were at was there anything that you either did that you would have changed, or something that you didn't do that you wanted to do?
I don't know if I would have changed anything. I wish that I had gone to study abroad when I was an undergrad. There were lots of really awesome opportunities to do that, and I kind of wish that I had explored that. But really, there isn't anything that I would change. I had phenomenal professors. I learned so much. I mean, I am not shy about telling anyone. And I mean, I'm on the the alumni advisory board for my law school also, but
Oh, wow.
I'll be the first to tell anybody that I feel that I use my degree every day. And, Dr. Bruce Garrison, one of my really amazing journalism professors, really taught me how to research. And, I use that every day for the day job. I can find anything online about anybody, and a lot of it was definitely skill learned from him. I definitely, I would not change anything about my undergraduate education.
Okay, well, that's good. That's fantastic.
He wishes gone there.
Yeah. So, El, not to leave you out, where did you go?
I went to UCF.
Okay, very good school as well. I mean,
It was
good second.
It was much different when I was there as opposed to what it is now. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, when I went up to the basketball game last year, I could not believe the size of that campus and everything that's there.
There were 2 dorms when I was there.
There were what?
There were only 2 dorms when I was there.
Oh,
so
wow.
I think it's maybe 15 times the size of what it was. We're talking 25 something years. So it's jarring. So
it's huge compared to what it was like when he went to school there.
Right.
I can't relate to it at all right now. It's just so I go with her down to Miami.
Okay. Hey, you saw the light, so we're good. So when all of this is over and you actually have a chance to go out and adventure past work and everything else, what's the next vacation that you guys want to go on?
Definitely not a cruise. I think Greenland.
Yeah, there's no people in Greenland.
Greenland, Iceland, somewhere without a lot of people.
I think everybody has that same idea, so there may be more people than you think.
That's the truth. That's the truth.
Yeah.
We're hoping to go somewhere fairly deserted for vacation.
Well, we'll see. Lots going to happen, so it's hard. It's a hard question.
Right.
We talk about it, but we never know. How about yourself?
I don't know. It just seems like it's so far away. I haven't even thought about it. I always ask the question. I never think about what the answer is going to be. But the funny thing is I actually just started watching Ozark yesterday on Netflix. So that kind of, when you said somewhere where there's no people, it kind of reminded me of that because it says that the point of it is that there's nobody there the rest of the season except just for the summertime. So maybe a place like that that's looks that way, but it's nice and cool. You got the mountains and the water and everything all there. So
if you have
something like that.
There are parts of Arkansas that are really beautiful.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's worth a trip if you have the time to go.
Okay. Yeah, or somewhere near the west part of North Carolina is really nice too.
Yeah, it's beautiful there.
Beautiful there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So something like that where there's probably less people that you can easily get to, maybe by car versus by plane. I don't know.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I mean, it's crazy to me that I haven't been on a plane in 2 months.
Same.
Usually, it's usually once a week or every other week, and so it's kind of strange. So, but it allowed me to do this Tuesday's Canes Alumni Biz by CanesWear, so it works out.
Well, we appreciate it.
We're very appreciative for the positive there for sure. It is traveling for work though.
Yeah, we live near the airport here, and
okay.
You only hear the planes in the early morning or at night, and usually you hear them a lot. So now you hear it, you get used to it after a while because you know it's background noise. And now when we hear it, we're like, what is that?
And now all we're hearing is the woodpecker in the tree.
Well, I was wondering. I heard that, and I was hoping that it wasn't like destroying a house or something like that, but it's just on a tree.
A woodland behind us there.
We have in the wetland right behind our house. We have a woodpecker, and thankfully, the last few days he hasn't been doing that at 4:30
a.m. You mean, right?
Yeah, he's been waiting until about 6 or 7 to start.
Okay, well, everybody's got to eat.
It's true.
True.
So, any advice that you want to give either recent grads or current students at UN?
Without question, don't be shy about connecting with the Alumni Association, and make sure that you are connected with the local alumni in your area, because whether it's finding a mentor now that you're entering the job market, or help finding a job to enter the job market, there are so many resources available through the Alumni Association, and that would be my advice to, we are such a close-knit group. Somebody somewhere knows someone who is related to the Alumni Association who can help you.
I second that. I agree completely. I wish I would have known that. I mean, I did okay, but I wish I would have known that as well. And just get involved and just do whatever you can to keep yourself out there. I actually just met a graduate last week, and I said the same thing. Just make sure you're constantly talking to people. Make sure you just have conversations, because you never know which one conversation is going to open the door to greatness, to something else. And you may not even know it for the next 15 years.
Right.
But 15 years down the road, it's like, oh, remember when I met you and so and so? And it's like, oh my gosh. And then the things get rolling even then. So it's pretty neat to see as progression in life goes, the different things where people pop up. And like you said, it's a family, right? So the family just comes back in different times. So anybody out there have any questions while they're, while we're waiting, if anybody has any questions? Anything that you have going on with your business that you want to promote? I know you're on.
We would like to offer your viewers a discount if they order off of our website.
Okay.
It's a 15%
15% free
discount,
free shipping over $50.
And
oh wow.
And what's the coupon code?
Just put Canes15 as a coupon code when you check out, and it'll deduct it. We put a little banner up there too, just to kind of make sure that sometimes people will forget. So
right.
if they want to log on, they'll see a little thing that says CanesWear for Biz on the top and the coupon code. It's good through the end of the month. We're
awesome.
We're happy to share.
Add a little spice to your quarantine meals.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Real chicken. Taste.
That's great. And then tell us again all your social media, the website and everything.
We're Fat Cat Sauces on Instagram, and then Fat Cat Foods on Twitter and Facebook. Don't really do much for Pinterest and YouTube and TikTok and all that. There's only so much time in the day that we can do.
Right. You want to do any music videos on TikTok?
Not yet. We're trying to get the cats to get into it, but the cats sometimes they don't. It's every day's a little different.
Okay.
I was stressing out about doing this. I'm not sure I'm ready for TikTok yet.
Yeah, baby steps. Just see how this goes, and then see what the next thing is. Right. So next thing is YouTube.
Yeah. We actually had for a while. We had our tailgate crew used to do cooking videos. And it was called Cooking with Canes. It's cooking.com. Again, the same thing is sometimes life gets in the way of what you're trying to accomplish. But we have some funny videos. The guy who kind of is the center of our tailgate group, he's the chef, if you will, and he's got a big personality. And it's mostly tailgate stuff on the grill. Very South Florida kind of inspired things. We have the Schnellenburger as one of the dishes. And
the Jim Otto omelet.
The Jimmy Johnson bratwurst extravaganza.
Oh, that's great.
There's not many up there, but it's fun. So
okay. Well, and soon there's going to be Fat Cat sauces. So all everything there, right?
Well, we'll do our best.
Okay, excellent. And the website, the website again.
FatCatFoods.com, or you can type in FatCatHotSauce.com. It'll all direct to the same place.
Awesome. So, thank you guys for being here. Any last things that you want to say? Any comments that you want to share?
Just hope that everybody stays safe and continues to take care of themselves, and hope this is all in the rear view soon, and that we can all get together at Hard Rock Stadium in a few months and go Canes.
And maybe we'll just tailgate. Got to get that. Got to get the U up before we leave. But
Absolutely.
maybe we'll just come down and tailgate. Maybe not be able to go into the stadium, but tailgate outside, right?
Hey,
Sometimes
I'll
it's worth
take
it.
it.
Right? Baby steps, as we said.
That's right.
So, well, thank you guys very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. And yes, you guys stay safe. No problem. And we'll talk to you soon.
All
Absolutely.
right.
Have a good night.
All right.
Take care. Good night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.